Alright, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of our playthrough of The Long Dark Survival Edition. My name is Uncle Bubble. You found the Uncle Bubble Gaming channel, and I'm so grateful that you have. I'm pumped to get into it. In the first episode, we got turned around a little bit. We ended up hiking through a cave in the dark that we we thankfully found our way out of. We got a good amount of loot. I was able to go over some of the basics of the game, and I'm excited to jump into episode 2 and see if we can start our trek in the right direction towards where we want to be. Alright, we're somewhere up in Timberwolf Mountain in a cave, and it's time for us to start heading south. So let's hope that we can overcome my directionally incapable ways and make our way down into Pleasant Valley. Let's get at it. Alright, right where we left off. Let's always grab our bedroll like I told you guys before. We are going to, okay, we already got this container. We're just going to double check everything in here is nice and empty. Looks like we're good. And let's go outside and see what we got going on here. We're pretty tired, so we might have to sleep a little bit more before we do anything. Oh, nice deer out here. Let's go back inside real quick. We're going to grab a nap. And then, once we're rejuvenated, we will get back on our way. Check our temperature before we sleep to make sure that we're going to be safe. -1 in here. We got the buff of the bag. We are going to be A-okay. Let's sleep for, ooh, it's going to put us right in the middle of the night. But you know what? That's fine. Let's take care of that. We're going to sleep for 5 hours. Get as much of that energy back as we can. Another thing I wanted to mention, you see in the bottom right there, it shows you the saving icon. It's handy to remember that when you sleep, the game autosaves. We're going to leave the bedroll this time, only because I can hear from what's going on outside that this is not what we want to be out here in. So this is a blizzard in the game. This is your worst nightmare for trying to go and travel. So thankfully we do have ourselves this cave. Yeah, check this out. This is brutal. Look at this. Crazy. Temperature -22, and it's going to keep jumping because we're just getting out of the warm cave. But yeah, check that out. This is scary. Definitely don't want to be caught out in that. So we're going to go in here. We are going to build ourselves a nice campfire. No charcoal to pick up. Oh boy, we don't have any tinder. Okay, what's the temperature in here right now? -15. Boy, that's not good at all. Let's see. This is the problem. We found ourselves without tinder. Let's yeah, let's try to sleep for an hour and see if this storm goes away. It's gonna knock down our bar, but hopefully not too bad. Please go away. Oh man, it didn't go away. Alright, hold on, let's check our other status bars quick. Yeah, we're very hungry. Let's grab us something to eat. Got a little drink here. Alright, we're going to try and lay back down again and hope that we freeze slowly. Let's see what it does here. We're probably going to be about half temperature on our bar. Oh man, I can't believe it's still happening out there. This isn't good. I remember there were some trees up here, so let's see if there's anything that we can find real quick. To. Well, if you were wondering what it was like to be out in a storm in this game, here it is. It's not so fun. And we're not going to be able to find anything here. We need to get our butts back in this cave immediately. never ever want to get caught without tinder. Ever. Let's sleep here again another hour and hope that we don't freeze to death. Yeah, tinder is one of the 3 non-negotiable elements to building a fire. I cannot believe that this is still going on. This is not good for us. This is not good for us at all. I did not expect this storm to roll through here. We have no way to start a fire.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Oh boy. Hold up. Yeah, we're completely missing tinder. So, we're gonna rest for an hour. Hope that this damn storm passes. We desperately need it to. Of course not.
Damn.
1 more hour?
Freezing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try and give it 1 more hour, guys. Oh, this is brutal. We're probably gonna wake up with hypothermia. You gotta be kidding me. Gotta be kidding me. Alright guys, well, I'll be honest with you, I think we're going to end up dying here, because I don't think that this damn storm's going to go away. I don't think this storm's going to go away. It's minus 20 in here. Hypothermia risk. Oh my goodness, we just got so lucky. Okay, it's time to pick this up. We got to move. We have to go find tinder somewhere. You can see the significant drain that just had on our health bar. I mean, we're half dead. Not good at all. This is not good at all. Okay. I don't have a choice at this point. We can't just sit in that cave. I gotta wander. I gotta wander and try and find something. Options here to give us a 10 hour and 30 minutes. Oh man. This might be the end here, guys.
Never felt so
Yep,
cold in my
that's
life.
it. Faded into the long dark. Okay, so that just goes to show you that it's easy for this game to take you. We are going to respawn fresh in a new location, and we are going to start over. Days survived, 1. Locations discovered, 8. World explored, 3. Even in the easiest difficulty, this game can take you that quick. It's crazy, crazy work. We're going to get right back into a new one. Bubs 2. Oh man, again, a mysterious geomagnetic storm has brought your plane crashing down into the northern Canadian wilderness. How long can you survive? Well, that was embarrassing, but what are you going to do? That's all part of this game. Every run is a death run in this game, and that's a guarantee. Well, we got a good spawn here. We've got some deer. We got some lines to follow. At least we're not caught in a damn storm. That's what's so brutal about those storms. You don't find yourself in the right spot, or you're an idiot and you run out of tinder like we did. Yeah, you're screwed. Quite frankly, you're just screwed, because a storm like that, you see that storm lasted about 8 hours, and there's just nothing that we could do. Nothing that we could do about it. The only hope I had was to try and break that stick down and hope that I didn't die to try and get tinder. And yeah, well, see how that worked out. And now we're on playthrough our second attempt here. That's awesome sounds too from the deer even. We are going to make sure that we always have tinder, or we're going to pay for it. And I don't think any of us want it to end the way it did last time. I'm trying to figure out where the heck we're at. This is definitely a new spawn for me. This is not somewhere that I have ever been before. I'm not sure. I know that in this game the rule is that lines lead to civilization if you go the right way. I'll check it out. We got a road down here. Is that a moose? What is that over there? That might be a moose in between those trees. No, maybe it's just a rock. All right, let's get down here to this truck, take a peek at it, see what we got in there, and hope that now that we're on the road, this is like the road to salvation here, we'll be able to find some place to stay for sure. I can't tell if there's, I don't think there's anything up there. Let's get a, oh sweet, check it out. Black Rock Federal Penitentiary. Oh man, we're at a jail. We're at a prison, guys. Let's see here. We don't care about that. Grab cloth. You can use the spray paint in this game, I'm pretty sure, to mark trees and stuff, so you can find your way back to where you want to be. But it's, in all honesty, it's an implement in the game that I'm not super duper interested in doing. Would it help? Sure. And later in the game, once we have an established base, it might be cool. A nice big fat bear over there. Hungry bear. But again, guys, that just it goes to show you the way that last playthrough there ended was anything can kill you in this game at any time. And it doesn't matter if you find what you think is a safe place, because if you don't have the right materials to consistently keep yourself alive, it's over for you. It's GG's, and that's exactly what just happened. So again, it's another learning experience for both of us. Let's just say that, because that is the first time actually since I've got this game that I have froze to death. And I'm sure it might have been stupid. We got a pry bar here and tools. This is awesome. Sulfur, we don't need sulfur right now. Always take your charcoal, like I always say. Let's grab the charcoal here. Use it. Okay, hold up. I guess I already was using it. Let's go. We're going to get this marked on our map, figure out where we're at. We are in Black Rock. Okay, so let's go to our world map. We are... Looks like... Where's Black Rock on here? Am I crazy? Oh, we're up here. Okay. So we're up here close to Timberwolf Mountain. We froze to death right here. So we're going to take the Black Rock Road. Hopefully we can take that road south and make our way into Pleasant Valley this time. It should be a much easier experience. This is also I believe this is a foolproof spot here. I'm pretty sure once we go inside here, this place is actually good to stay in. It is. You can see the heat raising up north. And yeah, this is a good spot to, really good spot to spawn. I actually have spawned here one time before on a previous attempt. Attempt that I unfortunately had to cancel and because I had other stuff going on. But yeah, so I know for a fact that this is a good spot, and I am confident that we'll be able to get down in the Pleasant Valley now. Because I'm almost 100% positive the penitentiary is north from our location. So if we can follow the road, or at least try to find our way towards heading south, we will end up in Pleasant Valley. I'm pretty sure it's kind of, you know, if you go with the flow, you'll end up in Pleasant Valley from this location. Make sure we search through everything here.
Wonder if the owner's around.
Oh. More soda. Lots and lots of goodies here to try and pick up. Check out the stim. Remember, guys, I was telling you guys what the stim does. The stim is used for an emergency. If you are running out of sprint or you're exhausted and you have got to get away from somebody, nice new t-shirt. If you got to get away from a bear, if you absolutely have to get out of a storm, you know, something. If you gotta put your butt in gear, you grab one of those stims and it's awesome. However, when you're done with it, I'm pretty sure it devastates you. Let me see here. Yeah, it'll collapse from exhaustion. So, emergency steroid injection will provide a short burst of energy, then you'll collapse from exhaustion. Use at your last resort. So yeah, if you got to get away from a bear or a pack of wolves, or you're stuck out in the cold, like we just were, and you have somewhere that you know you got to get back to, it's definitely a really handy thing to have. Excuse me. We're going to peek outside here. It's windy, it's crappy, it's cold. We're losing 2 units of temperature, so we're not going to stay out here for long. I just want to go up here and see if there's anything up here by this substation telephone pole here. What do we got? What do we got? We do have a box here. At least I have something good. Alright, got some chips and some scrap and metal. I'll take it. And we got our road here. Sorry if you guys hear any traffic in the back. I live relatively close to a road, so I'll try to cut out as much of that as I can. But can't control everything. Let me see here. We got on the sign. No trespass. Okay. Good news is we have some more charcoal, so we can start going one direction and see what that will do to us map-wise, so that we can correct it if we need to, and start heading towards Pleasant Valley. And you know what? I'm gonna go right here to the edge of this, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my charcoal. It's midday. We are heading north, so we do want to go we do want to go back the other direction, past the substation, and take the road that's out in front of it, so we can start heading where we want to go. Quite frankly, I'm going to camp out here for the night, or we'll probably take off during the night, depending on what the temperature turns into. But I definitely want to rest up before we start moving, or at least not rest up. I'm sorry. I want to get warm before we start moving. Let's. I think this is the. Did we check this truck out already? Yeah, I think we did, right? Well, if not, we're going to recheck it just in case. Yeah, we definitely checked this out. I think this is the one with the paint can in it. Yeah, so back to what I was saying about that. I'm sorry. I lost track there. The paint is good for, like, marking an area. If you need to remember somewhere, it's great. You know what I mean? But it's not something I'm interested in doing right yet. Hello, Mr. Bear. Yeah, so, again, that's the aggro distance. If you don't have not that much grace, you really got to try and pay attention to what's out there and around you, because that would have been nightmare fuel. Not that I can make it through a storm in a cave anyways, but, you know, harder difficulties, that's curtains for you. Yeah, honestly, we're just gonna sit here. I'm gonna set myself up with the bedroll here, because it's gonna get really dark. Super, super, super dark. You guys will finally, I think, yeah, because this is the first time we're actually going to be in a building in the dark on this playthrough. These windows are going to just completely black out on us as we get closer to nighttime, and then it spells disaster for us in here. We will not be able to see anything at all. Again, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything at all. Looks like we got it all pretty good. Nothing up there. We got the wall covered. Alright, we're going to sleep for a couple hours here. I'll let this inside ambient temperature and this sleeping bag warm us up, and then we'll also be well rested, obviously. We'll sleep for 4 hours. It's good. We're going to wake up in the pitch black, so you're going to have to bear with me here. I'm going to... Oh, we didn't. Okay. Alright, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I thought we were going to wake up in the pitch black, but I guess we didn't. Alright, let's fill up on some food and water before we start our trek. It's going to be a large portion of what we have, too. Yep. Let's eat these sardines. Alright. And let's get on the road. We're going to charcoal one more time. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, I thought the wind was hawking when we got out here. It must have been earlier. Little audio glitch for me there. I apologize. So we went out onto... Which rock was it? I think we just got to go this way and swing around. Ooh, thankfully it's not that cold out right now either. It's only -11. It's cold, but not horrible. If we can stay out of the wind, I think it knocks down our... It knocks down the... degradation of our heat bar to 1, so that's pretty good. Wave bye-bye to the substation, guys. This is the way we came down, but that's north, so we're going to go this direction. And hopefully this charcoal We can't charcoal now because of low visibility. It won't let us, so that's another thing to keep in mind. When it is low visibility out, you're not allowed to sketch your map. We're just going to follow this road, hopefully to salvation. The ambiance, though, of this game is, as I said before, the first episode is incredible. I mean, check this out. You're in the foggy, remote Canadian wilderness right now, and it's windy and cold, and you got crows flying over your head, squawking. It's just awesome. I do love this game. But I told you, this game can be a son of a bitch. I mean, you see how quickly we died there. That's really how easy it is in this game. Especially if you're a dope like me. I mean, hey, I'm trying to learn. You know, I will never claim to be a professional at this game or many others. But that's why we're playing. We're all learning together, like one big family learning together. There's a split here. I doubt this is on our map. I would assume that unless it's here, but I'm pretty sure this is the river. This is definitely the river. So we're gonna go check this car out regardless. Hopefully we should just keep moving in a straight line. I think from the penitentiary or from the that outpost there, and it should put us where we want to be. Now, when it comes to looting these cars and stuff, like I said before, there's like 5 or 6 real places that there could be stuff. The trunk is. Oh wait a minute, we got a crowbar. Can we open it? We can. So that's what's awesome about the crowbar. When you have a locked item, you can use the crowbar to break these things open. So it was super clutch for us to find that. We got some water, a bunch of cloth, and an energy bar. Super, super, super thankful that we found that crowbar there at the station, back on the workbench. Nothing there, nothing there. All right, we're out. We're on the road again. We're just going to keep going this direction. Once the visibility grows and we can charcoal our map again, we are certainly going to do that, so we can figure out exactly where we're at. You know what? I'm going to venture this direction for a second. Not sure what this is. This might be a camp of some sort. Looks like maybe like a logging area. Ooh, we got a broken down building here. Let's go see what we can find, huh? So there's something in here. Got a big group of deer there sprinting through the fog. We got anything? Alright, we got some wood, so that's awesome. Definitely use that for the fire later. More wood. You always want to keep your eyes peeled when you're looking through stuff like this, because these broken down buildings and stuff, things can be scattered in random places where you wouldn't think they would be. Sometimes you can find stuff in the doghouse, you know, and all sorts of stuff. Get some potted plants knocked over. What do we got over here? A little picnic area? Yeah, a little rundown picnic area. Yeah, this looks like this must have been like an old job site or something. Something of the sort. Where maybe loggers lived. Maybe it was a little logging hut or something. We're just going to do a quick right-angled sweep here of the perimeter just to make sure we're not missing like a building or something. And we were. Look at that. Got another one up here on the hill. That one doesn't look as run down as that thing. So let's hope we find some more goodies up here. Oh, we got a truck. Got a deer trying to run us over. we got a suitcase in the back. Come on, something good, something good. Worn dress. Oh, check it out, some nice clothes. Right, let's hop in this truck real quick. We got some beef jerky. We got a flare that's giant. Flare was the only thing that saved me from that cave we were in earlier. We got a scrawled message up top. Some more gloves. Let's go. All right, let's check this scrawled message out. A memento with a survival hint. Clean out your old stash. Clean out your old stash outside the wall. I heard wolves love. Okay, let's start this over. Clean out your old stash outside the wall. I heard wolves last night. Gates. Outside the wall. Interesting. We'll have to keep our eye out when we're near a wall somewhere out here. Oh, guys, we got some awesome stuff here. It looks like we're blocked from the wind. I'm gonna break this crate down to get as much wood as we can from it real quick. Take this cloth, get that whetstone. Okay, so these actually can carry items sometimes, so it is beneficial to break stuff down. Stump removal, let's see. Stump Buster, a herbicide. This chemical can also be used to craft gunpowder. We're going to go ahead and leave that for now, because I have a good feeling we're going to acquire enough ammunition for the time being. We can always come back for stuff as well. You know, if we can't, we just got a hatchet. Let's go. All right. We can always come back for stuff as well. So that's good to remember. This hatchet is going to significantly help us. So now this giant crate is only going to take 45 minutes. I think the small one took over an hour with the hacksaw. That's what I mean. Using your tools. Okay, so nothing in that one, unfortunately. That's just our luck. Always take your charcoal. Remember that. We might end up... there's a small chance. Got a tinder plug and some coal. Could have used that tinder plug in the last episode, huh? Or in the last playthrough, huh? That would have been nice. This is a cool area. We're going to go back to the road before we charcoal. Only because, obviously, this is like a dead end here. And we're not going to be spending a long amount of time here unless we need to. We got another deer walking straight at us. We might come back. We might sleep in there for the night if we have to. So let's get back to the road. We're going to charcoal. Just double check that we're going the right direction. Because everybody knows that Uncle Bubble is directionally challenged. Let's see here. Right out dead center. Survey it up. Okay, so we are moving south. That's awesome. Jailer's residence. So that is what this is. It's an old jailer's residence. It must be what's broken down here. The place that we just were was over here, where the other building is, and this seems to be the little entrance, or right here. One of these little spots here is where we just came out. So we are certainly. I'm glad that we did this. We came for the car, but we do need to go down and make a left past the car, so that we can keep headed south and get to Pleasant Valley. We're getting pretty damn cold, but we do have the ability to make a fire. Thankfully, I'm not stupid enough to be out of tinder this time. So we're going to we can make our way south. When it gets unbearable, we'll stop somewhere, make a fire, and maybe sleep if we can. We should have a little bit more charcoal again that we just took from that fire. Milton. Dead ahead. You know what? I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, we're not going to be able to get over this bridge. Maybe I'm wrong. There's a couple bridges in the game that are non-traversable. So let's hope that that's not one ahead of us. But let's check it out, see what we got here. You know, I never looked at the wall like I was supposed to see if there was anything right there. That scrawled message we got in the car that was in that shed. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get past here, are we? Maximum 5 tons. We're not going to be able to get out of here, but you know what? If we go all the way in the back here, we actually have a good spot to build a fire if we need to. We're going to break this down for some for more tinder, just in case. And let's leave these boxes alone. We got a box. We got cloth here. We might be pitching a tent in that truck for the night. Break this down. We're gonna get really cold. Not too cold though. Awesome. Let's get ourselves in the back of this truck. They might not let us make a fire in here, and if that's the case, that's gonna suck. No, we can. Awesome.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
Let's make it in the corner so that way if I want to walk out, I can. Let's use that accelerant. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling because I don't want to freeze to death again. Let's see here.
That should help warm things up.
Some sticks. We're going to throw a bunch of these in. Let's take a peek at our water and food. Let's get some food cooking on here. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna warm our cans up yet because I want to do that for that warming up benefit before we take off in a couple hours. So we're actually just gonna sleep while this fire's roaring. Let's add a little bit more sticks to it. Get it up to over 3 hours. We're gonna sleep for 3 hours here. As you can see, we're benefiting dearly from the here from being inside this truck with this fire. It's awesome. Hopefully this fire is not out when we wake up, but it might be. Nope, it's not. We still got 30 minutes. That's awesome. Okay, well, we're not moving now. I can tell you that much. Let's feed the fire. Add some more fuel. You really have to, like I said before, I know I keep mentioning it, you really have to pick your times here in this game, and this is certainly not one where you want to be outside. You can see that wind's a little hawk in there. Sleep in this bedroll. Hold on, let's check out what we got. We have the ability to sleep. Let's try to sleep for 3 hours and see if we can. We can, okay? Gonna be real hungry and real thirsty when we do get up, but... Alright, let's go check the temperature real quick, guys. No, definitely not. What do we got? Minus 17. It's only going to get worse, right? It's negative 7. It's not horrible. Here's what we're going to do. We got all those awesome clothes when we were in that barn. We are going to sit here by the fire, and we are going to put on our new inventory. How about that? Let's go through this here. We have no extra jackets here. We do have multiple t-shirts to choose from. It looks like we're going to take our decent plaid shirt and we're going to compare it with these. So we've got a +4 and a +4, a +3 and a 0, and a +2 and a +4. So we're going to put this one here on the exterior. We don't have, like I said, we don't have a second vest. And this is better than our last one, so we're going to end up breaking that one down for some cloth. Got gloves. Hopefully we've got a good boost in gloves here. Oh, yeah, check that out. So we've got a +6 increase here and a +3 increase here, as well as an increase to durability against wetness, or shielding against wetness. I've got a +20% defense against wetness. So we're going to wear those for sure. We're going to end up breaking those other gloves down as well for more cloth. Same jeans we've got. No more thermals. We do have a second pair of socks. So that is awesome. What do we got here? We got a +1 and a +0. And we got a +3 and a +0. So we're going to wear these socks, get a second pair in there. Look, we were able to boost ourselves to a +6 warmth bonus against the ambient temperature there. Shoes are still the same, unfortunately. But it looks like we have maxed ourselves out. Did we get any hats? We did not get any extra hats. But, you know, we were able to get a little bit of a boost. We put on a second shirt, we put on a second pair of socks, and a new pair of gloves. So that is awesome. Let's start breaking some stuff down. I'm going to feed this fire a little bit more so it doesn't go out while we're here. 3.5 hours. Okay, we should have plenty of time to break some stuff down now. Let's go into our inventory. Definitely going to break these down. Harvest them. 10 minutes. Okay, not bad. Dead center in the middle of the night now. What do we got here? This pair of socks. We're good. We're going to break this down as well. Then we're going to repair all of our items. Might as well do it. We have the time. Passing the time here by the fire. Staying warm. What do we got? We got this shirt to break down as well. Alright. Awesome. Cool. Alright, let's check our stuff out. So remember, guys, durability is right down here. We got 74% on the hat, 43% on the jacket. You can also check here. You don't have to click on the item. It shows you, as you guys can see, it shows you the weight and the health of the item. So it looks like our shirt and our ragged sports vest are going to need a little love. The shirt we're probably going to wear for a little while, so let's definitely make sure we repair this. It's going to take us 30 minutes. We have a 70% chance of success and a 35%. It's going to raise us 35%. We do still have that beginner skill, but because obviously, you know, somebody died in a cave, and or somebody froze to death, so we started over here. But we're going to use our sewing kit, and again, we have a 70% chance to go 35% boost, and we failed. Just like that. That's what I mean. I told you guys before, 70% feels more like 30. Let's try this again. Love it. Try this one more time. Oh my god. Alright, well, hold on. We're going to have to, like, brute force this here. Okay. There we go. Thank God. Now that I'm recovering from stabbing myself in the tips of the fingers with a sewing kit 700 times trying to get that damn thing to stitch up, let's repair this one here. Not going to harvest, we're going to repair it. Let's hope that we don't start bleeding more. Of course we are. Let's try it again. Having beginner skill in this game can be a little frustrating. We're going to try it one more time and hope that this works. Wow. Thank God it did, but really? What was that, 7 attempts? 7 attempts to get 2 items repaired? That is insanity. It's a little windy out here. Let's take a peek at the temperature. Oh yeah, it's getting freezing cold. Freezing cold. We've got that +6 boost, so it's got to be... what is it? I forgot what it said. I'm sorry. So I think it's like -25. I think it said it felt like -19. So it's actually -25 out right now. A little cold to be walking around in a vest and a long sleeve shirt with a crappy beanie on your head. Let's add our cedar firewood to get an extra hour out of this. We're going to add a couple more pieces of reclaimed wood, and then we're going to sleep for 3 hours. Hold on, let's check our bars. Yep, we're going to need a little bit of water before we sleep, so it doesn't put us in dire straits when we wake up finally. Fill that water up. We should be good on food for now. We're definitely going to be hungry, but my plan is to cook once it's time for us to move, so we can once again get that status effect. You can barely see the little tip of the sun is starting to peak there. So let's sleep for 3 hours. Hopefully the sun should be up decently there, and we can hopefully get on the move. What do we got here? Sun's up. Well, sun's starting to come up. It's very windy out. Very windy, very crappy out. We have had absolutely no luck when anywhere. -30 degrees. We've had no luck with weather at all on this playthrough. Not in the slightest have we had any luck at all. We still have an hour and 53 on the fire. Let's get some water boiling for sure. And let's get some... You know what? We have 2 cans of food. Let's get some Pinnacle Peaches going here. We need it for our belly. It really is crazy to me how terrible the weather has been for us. It's nice and beautiful clear out, but we got the wind absolutely hawking. It sucks. -30. It feels like -30. And again, guys, you got to remember, it feels like -30. That's with our buff against the temperature too. So it's like it's brutal out here. We've got about 9 minutes on that, 11 on that. Gotta love it. Gotta love being stuck out here. Alright, everybody. Looks like our food is ready to pick up. We've got 18 minutes until the potable water is boiled. We're going to grab our food. We're going to absolutely eat every ounce of that. We're going to get that warming up benefit, and that's awesome. We're going to leave this water here for now, let it cook. Hopefully, maybe in the next 15 minutes, this wind will die down a little bit, and we will start to think about getting on our way, trying to get to Pleasant Valley. Alright, everybody, our water is ready for us to take, and we are going to drink it now. The little bit that we will drink, the rest will go into our thing. We are going to pick this up. We've got an hour left on the campfire, so we're going to wait for 1 hour, and then we're going to get our butts in gear and start heading where we need to. If I remember correctly, I think to get around this bridge, heading towards where we want to be, there is a little path we're going to have to go down across the river, because we are near Keeper's Pass. It's going to suck because it's so windy out. It's brutal. We're actually, you know what? We're going to cook one more because we need to. We simply need to. We need to cook this soup. I hope we don't lose a bunch of this opening it. I really don't. I hope we don't. Awesome. We got 14 minutes till this is ready. Fire's got 28 left. We're going to wait for this to get done. We're going to pound this quick, and we're going to get on the road. I promise. Sorry for keeping you guys waiting so long, but I will be back with you as soon as this food is done, and we will work our way, finally, I think, down into Pleasant Valley. Looks like our food is ready here in just a minute. We're going to grab this. We're going to eat it. Fill our belly and get that status effect again, I hope. Yep, awesome benefit. We got 17 minutes on the fire. We are out of here. I'm going to break down one cardboard box very quickly. I know that that's going to affect my benefit, but I really need to do that because I don't want to run out be somewhere without a dang tinder plug again. So let's get moving down here. Our path should be to the left down here somewhere. Here's our path we're looking for. All right. I'm going to use a little bit of energy here, try and get up out of this storm. Pick up these sticks on the way. Always going to need them. All right. I'm so happy, guys. We finally got a spawn where we kind of know how to get to our destination. We're just going to work our way down here. We're just going to keep an eye on our temperature gauge. So yeah, so if you guys are ever trying to get to Pleasant Valley from Black Rock, you want to take exactly what we just did here. You find the broken ridge or the broken bridge there, the block bridge. Go back down the road and find that exact spot that I just found, and this is your traverse here between Black Rock and Pleasant Valley. We're extremely fortunate that we saved that last can for the warming up benefit, because as you can see, even with it fighting against the temperature outside, it is beating the hell out of our heat bar. I mean, check it out. It's minus 14 out here, and I think that has a lot to do with the warming up benefit. I think that actually combats the outside temperature as well, kind of like your clothes do, where the effect of you having your clothing on lowers the temperature outside. So it's probably significantly colder than that. We just are lucky enough to have the benefit. It's still drawing 3 units while we have the warming up benefit. Grab all these sticks. And we can say goodbye to Black Rock and hello to Pleasant Valley. So excited. I'm so glad that you guys are here for part 2. Hopefully this isn't too boring for you. I really am sorry that our first attempt there didn't work so well, but I promise you it's probably going to happen more. So yeah, we're just going to unfortunately have to get used to it. I'm going to try and get a nice setup place in Thompson Crossing, like I said. And from that point, I'll feel more comfortable to get everything established and basically start making a base of operations, so to speak, so we can start moving out from there and get us a nice established way to acquire food and water. And yeah, so that's the plan of this playthrough. I'd like to get set up in Thompson Crossing pretty good. Maybe we'll pick a point that we would like to extend this playthrough to a certain day, and then just go from there. I hope that sounds good to you guys, because that's what I'm planning on doing. All right, our warming up has expired. I would like to be able to get down here and around this corner. Might have to build a campfire here before too long, somewhere out of the wind. If we can find a cave or something, that would be awesome. We do have the ability to block this out here. I don't know if we could, but we can build a campfire. So if we just remember, if we get to the point where it's horrible, we can sprint back up here and build ourselves a campfire. Check this out. This is some spooky stuff right here. Look at that. Don't want to take that fall, that's for sure. Thanks, Skinny. Thanks, Skinny. All right. Brutal. Look how crazy that looks. How crazy that is. Hopefully that's not where we're supposed to go. Hopefully we don't have to cross that bridge. You know what? I'm actually going to charcoal quick. I think we can. We might, maybe not because of the wind, but I would like to be able to. Awesome. Let's see where we're at. Keeper's Pass North. Okay, so it looks like we have we've come this direction now, by the looks of it, right? Because this is the river. Yeah, it looks that way. Yep. I mean, we're not going north, I can tell you that much, because if we were going north, we'd be going right back to Black Rock. What do we got here? Hearing rope. Oh, boy. You know what, guys? I think we do have to go back there and take that. Because this is not... nothing here is too welcoming. Yep. Okay. Let's see if we can find our way around to that rope bridge there. I'm not really sure the way around. I'm hoping it's down here by these pine trees on the left. Of course, now we're walking directly into the wind. It's going to significantly hamper our ability to walk. It's going to take a higher drain on our energy level. I would love for this to stop at any point soon. I feel like it's been windy as all hell for 5 hours now. Yeah, it looks like this is probably our way around. That's awesome. Let's get up here around this crap. And grab as many sticks as I can because I don't want to get caught out with without the ability to make a fire. I know I keep saying that, but you guys saw in the beginning of this episode what happens when you don't have the shit you need to build a fire. I know we have tinder, so that's good. I'm aware of the fact that we definitely have a bunch of wood. We got a good amount of reclaimed wood from those crates we broke down at the old keeper's place. So that's good, but I'm going to keep grabbing these because I know I'm going to make a fire here soon to warm up. I know it. Can I get here in the corner and be out of this? Okay, let's try to build a fire here and see what this does. I don't have accelerant, so let's choose whatever our best course of action. We've only got a 40% chance. We do have 5 tinder plugs. Let's try it, I guess. It's probably going to fail. This is going to be just like the clothing was. And you know what? This fire might go directly out in the wind. Maybe this isn't enough to block it. Please tell me we're going to be lucky.
Why didn't that work?
Okay, we used our tinder plug. We're going to give this one more shot right here. Please, 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 please.
Come on.
70% feels like 30. 40 feels like 5. Oh, let's go. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This is great. We are also, it appears, we are starting to freeze. You can see that we've got this percentage of wetness because it's snowing out and because we're walking through it. Our clothing, this is just another crazy effect of this game and how detailed it is. Because we're walking through the wind and the snow, it's hitting our clothing and it's soaking us. So obviously it's not good at all. But thankfully, standing by the fire is going to help that. It's going to lower that. The best thing you can do is find a dry place, and you look at this. Check this out. Do you see that we've got good temperature here? This fire is doing everything it can. That wind chill is still -1, even though we're here. We're out of it. It still makes it colder because we're obviously getting some of it. There's just incredible detail in this game. Yeah, some of this, like we'll use a reference point of our gloves. Okay, our gloves are 7% wet. If we sit here for a little while, that percentage should start to diminish for us, which I really hope so. It should start to diminish for us. The best thing you can do, like what I was going to say earlier, is you can take your clothes off in a dry place and lay them by the fire. And from what I've heard, that'll actually dry everything you have quicker. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. If you're close to somewhere you're going to be, I wouldn't stop and sit by a fire just for the sake of trying to dry your wet clothes. Get to the place you want to be and do it that way. Let's add, you know what, we're going to add coal. Puts us at 2 hours. Alright guys, we got some water boiling here. We're going to sit here. We're going to let these 2 cans boil over like we need them to. We're going to fill up our water. You can see our meter just hit 100%. Campfire is still roaring. We got a plus 29 degrees Celsius. Coal just burns tremendous in this game. It gives such a giant boost. I think we were at like 7 degrees Celsius output before I put that lump of coal in. That's why it's such a valuable burning resource in this game. As you can see, Mother Nature is still pounding us with wind out here. But hopefully we'll let this water go for the next 10 minutes that it needs to go until it's melted, and then probably 20 until it's boiled. And I will jump back with you guys again. I just wanted to let you guys know we hit our heat max here, but I want to get some water before we start trying to move again. We're going to start losing more energy than we want to, but I have a feeling once we go over here, cross this bridge, we might be able to find something on the other side somewhere. Or if need be, we can rest up in the crevasse of the rock again like we are now and build another fire and see if we can find a place we can drop a bag and maybe sleep for an hour to get rid of this wind. But yeah, I'll be back with you guys as soon as this is boiled, and we will keep marching on. All right, everybody. We got a whole liter of safe, drinkable water here. We're going to grab it. We're going to make sure we grab our cans. And we're going to leave our fire here. It's probably not going to burn out. We got an hour to get back here. If we start walking past Keeper's Pass here, we get across that bridge and it's a little too crappy, then we will we'll see what happens here. Hopefully we won't need to come back to this, but you never know. The biggest thing is going to be for us to wedge our way down here. And okay, we're still shielded from, still slightly shielded. Yeah. All right, let's work our way out of here. Let's get across this bridge and see what we can find. We still have 3 timber plugs, so that's good to know. Keep that in mind. This is going to be very sketchy. Check it out. So you can fall off these edges here. Look at us swaying in the wind. Very dangerous. But yeah, check it out. You can see the, it's called the Builder's Bridge. You can see down there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not going to stop for too long. It's making me squeamish here, and I'm not even scared of heights. But yeah, check this out. This is just awesome. This is what I mean by the environment of this game is so cool. Yeah, it's just awesome. Check it out. We made it across, guys. Thank God. All right, let's grab some more sticks here. Thank you, Jeebus. All right. Looks like we're in an alright spot too. We're here in this canyon. We could probably find. Yeah, we're blocked from the wind here. If we need to come back and build another fire to get warm, we have an opportunity for sure to do so right there. It's good, like I told you guys, remember, like I said in episode 1, remember where you came from so you can get where you're going. Because if you can keep in mind these places, like there's a place there and a place here, that you can wedge up in these rocks and build a fire and get warm, potentially put your sleeping bag down and be safe, that's what you want to remember. It's pivotal that you remember that in this game. We just found ourselves, when we died at the beginning of the episode, we found ourselves in a crappy spot up there on Timberwolf Mountain. We went the wrong direction, like an idiot. I should have done better at getting my bearings about me before we kept moving. And unfortunately, we just got caught out in the storm. We succumbed to the long dark, as one would say. And it's unfortunate, but it's literally all part of this game. Every run ends in death, and that's just the truth. It's just the truth. Some just take a little bit longer than others. Let's see what we got here. Got a little patch of cattails. That's huge. We're going to take these because those turn into tinder. Love that. And we got a little bit of food too, which we need. So grab as much of these as you can. I recommend it. I've said it before. I definitely recommend you guys grab all these cattails when you have a chance. If you don't have a bear sniffing at your butt cheeks, I'd suggest stopping and picking these up any chance you can. Fire and food. Can't beat that. It's one of the few things in the game that gives you multiple resources at the same time. So, I mean, it's not the best food, but in a pinch, it's something. We just found a whole crap ton of it too, so that's awesome. We do have one more piece of charcoal we can use. Let's go up in here and just make sure that there's not a cave or something here, which there could be. This might just be a little inlet. Yeah, it's just a little inlet. Okay. We're going to keep pushing this way into the wind. Hopefully we can find our way through this rock setting here and get down into the valley. I will tell you guys, when I do find the next place that we're going to be able to hang our hat for the night, we are going to do so. I will call it for the episode. I really appreciate you guys sticking around for episode 2. And hey, maybe some of you went, this guy stinks. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I appreciate any time that you did give me. And this is awesome. I'm just having fun. I'm just playing games and bringing you guys along for the ride. And Unc appreciates every single one of you. Grab the last of these cattails before we move out of the valley. Alright, get on the way. All of our bars are looking okay. You know, we're starting to take a big hit on our heat bar again, but that's alright. We're making do. We still have 3/4. We can make a fire. We have all the ability in the world to find a spot to build a fire. Sleep outside in our nice bedroll. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. This is a much better start to the other one. Check it out. We got a little cave up here. Another good spot to build a fire if we need to. I'll grab this stick, not those other two. We have a bunch of those in the inventory now. Remember this spot. Remember this spot. What do we got? Was that a house down there? There might be a house down there. Oh, check it out. We got a house. Okay, so let's see. Let's climb. That was scary. I thought we were falling. Alright, awesome. Made it down without a scratch. Let's get these rose hips. Okay, never mind. We're just going to climb. We're just going to climb. I was silly. I shouldn't have suggested rose hips. Let's grab these ones, though. That's weird. Grab them. Thank you. Oh, there's a bunch of them here. Holy crap. We got a dead deer. Got ourselves a cabin. Guys, this looks like the perfect spot to call it an episode. Let's grab the rest of these rose hips. Survey the area a little bit. In fact, we're going to use our charcoal now, so that we're at the end of the pass. Let's take a peek on the map, see where we're at. Okay, so looks like we worked our way down. We crossed on our bridge here across the river. We went up through the pass, and now we found ourselves right down here by what is going to be our stopping point for the day. Let me get in here. Let me just check this out. Oh yeah, definitely. We got a bunch of cattails. We're going to leave them for now. Let's get in this little broken down shack here. Hopefully this will give us some escape from the wind. It looks like it will. We got a bunch of inventory in here. We got a bed. This is awesome. Oh, we have a wood stove too. Very cool. So this is not the type of... And we got some coal. It's awesome because it's a good thing they gave it to us, because this is the type of place that in order to sleep, you're going to need to have a fire for almost the entire time. We got some new gloves. Some more reclaimed wood. We're going to grab... Oh, check it out, guys. We got some unfortunate soul here with an improvised hatchet. An improvised hatchet, basically a heavy piece of metal with a sharpened edge. Not fancy, but utilitarian. Awesome. Got another tool from our unfortunate friend here. Sadly, we're going to have to check this guy's pockets. Got some soda, another can. Grab your feathers, like I always tell you to do. It looks like the wind's dying down a slight bit as well. We're going to want to get these birch saplings. These are handy later in the game for sure. Can be used for crafting and repair after air drying indoors for 4 days. We're going to grab all of these. Looks like there's 3 of them here. Got another feather to grab behind it. Let's grab that. Head indoors, and this is where we're going to call it, guys. We're going to get a fire lit in the next episode. We're going to warm up. We're going to sleep. We're going to keep going. And yeah, so I really appreciate it. I'm sorry about my misfortune at the beginning of this episode, but hey, we started right over. This game is not about how you fall. It's about how you get back up. And sometimes you can't get back up. Sometimes you're an idiot. You find yourself in a cave without a damn tinder plug, and you can't get up. But hey, that's fine. We started over. We're in a much better spot, and we're on target to get where we want to down in Pleasant Valley so we can make our way to Thompson's Crossing. My name is Uncle Bubble. You found the Uncle Bubble Gaming channel, and I'm so thankful that you did. As always, Unc appreciates every single one of you. If you liked the video, please remember to like. If you hated the video, I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can, man. Give me a break here, okay? Please remember to subscribe. Throw some comments down there if you feel like it. I would love to chit-chat with you guys. Share it with your friends if you think they'd like the content. I really appreciate it. We're brand new. We're trying to grow. And yeah, I appreciate every single one of you. We will see you guys in episode 3 next time. In the meantime, if you'd like to, we do have another series going. We've started playing through Campo Santo's award-winning Firewatch. So if you guys feel like it, click on over there. Check that out. I look forward to seeing you guys over there too. You guys have yourself a badass day, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.